Tough game. Feel like we gave ourselves several chances. We weren't able to get over the hump. Give them credit. As a group, they played well. A couple guys really stepped up for them. So I think there's lots of opportunity for us to look and look at how we can get better collectively, how we can be better going into Game 4. So, I think we look forward to that.
Eric, name The Athletic on your left, bud.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm just curious, how do you think their change in matchups, obviously, they kind of switched their defensive assignments around, Kawhi on Giannis. How do you think that affected you guys?
Well, obviously, we didn't have a very good offensive game, so, I think you should always give them some credit for, their defense and whether it be just the matchups or their defense in general. They were active, and I think we've got to make, when we have good opportunities, you got to make them. And, we didn't probably make enough of our good ones. And, I think we'll be better in Game 4, Giannis, everybody. So, looking at the film, I'll probably have a better, to be able to answer that better.
Matt Velasquez, Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel. When it comes to Giannis in particular, what do you think it was that made things so difficult for him to get going?
Well, I mean, they're double teaming him a lot. They're sending a lot of people, a lot of bodies at him. And I would say, what he's done all year, and my guess is what he did today is he's sharing the ball, he's making the right read, he's making the pass. And we probably got to shoot it a little bit better. We got to drive it a little bit better. Maybe we can create more space for him. We'll look at all those things. But, I think when somebody's committed to getting the ball out of his hands, we feel great about the shooting around him and the players around him. And hopefully we can make teams pay. And, we were right on the cusp of winning a game when we didn't play that well.
Stephen Lung, over here to your left. Stephen Lung, Sportsnet. Coach, you guys had numerous opportunities, I guess, to kind of take the lead, take control down the stretch during the two overtimes and in the fourth quarter. So would you define when Kyle Lowry fouled out kind of one of your, maybe your best opportunity to ultimately take control of the game?
We were just scrapping and doing everything we can to be 2, 4, 6 down. We were playing from a deficit all night, so I don't, whether Kyle Lowry was on the court or anybody was on the court, I don't know that we really had a chance to take control of the game per se. We had a couple opportunities where maybe we could go up 2 and different things like that. But we were scrapping from behind the whole game, and we didn't just make enough plays when we needed to. And that's how it goes.
Kane Pittman with the pick and roll, bud. Chris Middleton's got such a difficult job defending Kawhi, and again tonight he was 11 for 25. But offensively, is there how much do you think that is taken out of him on the offensive end, and is there a way you can try to get him some easy looks or get him going?
Yeah, no doubt. Chris has got his hands full. It's a tough cover. I think he's so locked in defensively. The thing we'll bounce he and Malcolm back and forth between guarding Leonard. So hopefully, Chris isn't bearing the entire brunt of that. And then offensively, again, like I said, I think defensively they're doing some things well. Give them credit. And, occasionally Chris or just us in general, we've got to make some more open looks when we get them because, they're going to make it as tough as they can on Chris.
Eric named The Athletic, but you see George have that big game off the bench, Eric struggling a little bit. Is there anything Eric can take from the way that George is attacking or anything like that to kind of get himself going?
Yeah, I think they're such good friends. They spend so much time together, away from the court. And I think Bled is always, when George plays well, he's like his biggest fan. And I think, I think George is playing with a lot of aggressiveness. Like you said, he's playing with a lot of force and attacking. And I think when Bled does those things, that's when he's at his best. And so, I think just like the entire group, I think Bled will be better on Game 4, and got a lot of confidence.
Coach, right here. Louis Zatzman, Raptors Republic. Sort of a follow-up to a previous thing. Giannis finished with 7 free throw attempts, 0 entering the fourth. Seemed like a lot of physicality. Did you think that had anything to do with Leonard's defense, or was it just a fluke in the game?
No, we always give credit to our opponent. I think whether it be Leonard whoever else it was, or the guys that were coming to double team him. They were good tonight. Feels like, Giannis could get to the free throw line more. You mentioned the physicality in your question that, at some point those should be rewarded with some free throws, but they weren't tonight, and so Giannis is going to have to, go with more force, play harder, or, and I don't want to say smarter, because my guess is we'll look at the film and Giannis made a lot of great passes, made a lot of great decisions, but as far as getting to the free throw line, he may have to play with more force.
Eric, last one.
Coach at the back here, Eric Smith, Sportsnet. First 2 games, it seemed like you guys did a pretty good job of containing Marc Gasol, and he really struggled even after the last game, sort of taking the blame in many senses. Seeing a couple shots go down early, do you think that was what got him going? Did he do anything different tonight that you guys couldn't keep up? He was draining shots and making plays, moving the ball. What did you see from Gasol?
Oh, he's a pro. He's a great player. I'm sure, him taking responsibility. It's never one guy's, but it just speaks to his character, and he came out and had a great game tonight. He's a big reason why they were able to win. So can we track him a little bit better? I'm sure we can. Hopefully limit some of his looks, but we're doing a lot of things to limit guys, and at some point, players are going to get shots, and they're going to make them or miss them. And tonight, Marc was good. He made a lot of shots, and hopefully we can be better on him game 4. All right, thanks.